So hello and welcome to our YouTube channel everyone, and as every day we are back with another analysis video for all of you. And today we are going to see the outlook of the Nifty, Sensex and the Bank Nifty, what is happening in the market and what is expected, how market will react in the coming days. Let's see it all. And let's start by watching the index performance for the today. What was the different indices of NSE has performed for today? Let's see it. So here is the Nifty 50. We can see a little green we have seen today in the Nifty 50, Nifty Next 50 also, and almost all the indices were in little green side today. And the reason is very easy, is that the market is falling from the past 1-2 days. So a little bit of movement upside is expected, and it is not a big thing, because this is not a big movement and it's not a big thing. As I have told you in the previous videos also, that I am bearish on the market and this is not a bull move. This is just a little bit of upside movement, which is a very common thing that happens in the market, very common thing. And today in the Sensex also, we have seen out of the 30 stocks, only 4 were closed in the red, 26 other than that was in the green. So that was a good positive day for the market, but you can't say how positive it will sustain. And I am completely bearish on the market. And looking at the Nifty's daily outlook here, this red line, this is the neckline of this M pattern, which is formed by the Nifty or yet not completed, because market has not breached this red line yet. But today's candle was also a green candle, but it's a candle of indecision. Market has just closed 1 point above what was the opening. Look here, as we can see, the opening was 14,506 and closing was 14,507. So this is an indecision. Neither bulls nor bear were in control. But as we are expecting to market go down tomorrow, or as we can see, the market is off for the 3 days, the Saturday, Sunday and the Monday, and after the Tuesday I am expecting a bear move in the market. And anytime if market breaks below this red line, this is the neckline of this M pattern, then there we can see a free fall of 1,000 or even more than that. This is the expectations from the market. Let's see it on the hourly chart. How does it look on the hourly chart? If we move to the hourly chart of the Nifty 50, what we are seeing that Nifty has breached this red line below a little bit, then has again came up here, but still it has not crossed this 50-day EMA. So this is the range for the Nifty. Breaking on an hourly basis, of breaking above this, then we can be a little bullish. The volumes are really important. If breaks above this with the volume, then we are going to be a little bullish on the market. But below this, market is bearish, and what my expectation says is that market is going to break this red line and are going to fall. But expectations often go wrong, so it doesn't matter. But the thing is that this is the range for the market. We have to wait for this range to get cleared, then we can perfectly predict a bull or a bear move. Below this red line, market is definitely bearish. If breaks down with the heavy volume. Now let's see what is happening on the Bank Nifty chart. So what is happening on the Bank Nifty chart? If we move to the Bank Nifty, so as we have discussed earlier also in the previous videos, this zone that we have created in our earlier video also, that we said that there's a support, it's a long time resistance, now has become the support for the Bank Nifty. Bank Nifty has taken support over here and again entered into our pattern, into our triangle pattern. It is going back into that triangle pattern. So below this, Bank Nifty is definitely bearish. If it breaks down below this, Bank Nifty is bearish, and then for a bull move we have to wait. Now we can't comment on a bull move, but we can definitely comment on a bear move. Below this, Bank Nifty is going to be very bearish. And if we see on the hourly chart, what is happening on the hourly chart, then we can see on an hourly basis also the same support that we have created on our daily basis. And Bank Nifty is respecting that on the hourly basis also. As we can see here, 3-4 candles has been made on this line, then again market has entered into our pattern. As we can see on the screen clearly, these candles are seeing that, but the market is not able to breach this 50-day EMA resistance, which is acting as a resistance now. Before this resistance, the 50-day EMA resistance is also important, and no one can expect a bull move before this breach. If this black line, the declining line of the triangle at the level of 34,587.4, below this line, market, we can't expect a bull move. If market breach this with a heavy volume Bank Nifty, then we can see a bull move only. And this was the price change on our DJIA index. Let me show you the Nasdaq American markets, and as I am constantly saying that the Indian market are in very much sync with the American market. It dances on the tune of the American markets. So as we can see on the American market also, the closing and the opening of the last previous day, we can see the very similar thing has happened in the Indian market also. The opening and closing difference between the Nasdaq last day was of 73 points, and today's Nifty difference was only 1 point. So as we can see that these market are very much synced and goes together. So if we see a fall, now the American market will open now. So if we see a market fall in the equity markets of the America, then we can expect the same. And if we are not seeing them and we are seeing our market in the isolated manner, then I have told you about the levels. These levels are very important, and looks like market is bearish definitely, and the levels are given below them. Market is definitely bearish, there is no doubt about that. Now let's move to the stocks. What was the stocks that has performed in the Nifty? Who were the gainers and who were the losers? Let's move to that. The Tata Steel is the major gainer in the NSE, then Bajaj Finance Services, Titan, Tata Motors, Asian Paint, and a lot like that has gained today. There were very few losers today: Power Grid, UPL, Eicher Motors, ITC, IndusInd Bank, and Hero MotoCo. So let's see what are the stocks that we can pick for the trading purposes, as we are talking about a share in particular where we have identified a trend. Let's see what is happening in that stock. Is that stock giving us some level? Yes, this is stock, the Tata Motors, that we are talking about from a few days, from the last few days we are talking about this particular stock, the Tata Motors stock. As we can see, as I have told you in the previous videos also, that this stock on an hourly basis is on a good downtrend, and we can see that again. Yesterday I have told you that if the Tata Motors is going to face the resistance here and going to continue the downtrend, as similar thing it has shown. Whatever I have told you in the previous video, the same thing, complete same thing has happened. So now what to do with the Tata Motors? A very simple thing to do with the Tata Motors. If the opening on the Tuesday of the stocks, if it opens here with a good volume, here we can see the volumes are also given here. If it is open here with a good volume, let me zoom in a bit for you. So yeah, here if the market opens here with a good volume, then definitely go short on the Tata Motors. There is no doubt about that. There is nobody stopping you from going short. Now this is the time to short the Tata Motors, as it has completed its downtrend pattern. It again touched the resistance, but in case market has opened near the resistance, don't go short near the resistance of this 50-day EMA. If market opens near it, if market opens below this, definitely you can go short. If market open near it or above it, don't go short. Then wait to market come down this EMA with a good volume, then you can go short definitely. And it is in good downtrend, and I'm expecting it's going to follow this downtrend on the hourly chart for few more days now. So let's move to the another stock that we can see is UPL. Let's see what is happening in the UPL. Any trading? Let's check it. So for some reasons UPL is not opening. Let's leave it, and we can see the another stock that we have identified for all of you is Bajaj Finance Services. Here is the stock of the Bajaj Finance Services, and here we are on the hourly chart of the Bajaj Finance Services, and here we can see the Bajaj Finance Services was also below the EMA 50 EMA. It was moving below this. Here it has tried to breach, but again the last candle made today was of an indecision candle. So if market opens gap down here with a good volume or sustains, the first candle sustains below the closing of this candle or the body of this candle, then you can definitely go short on the Bajaj Finance Services. So these are the two stock, Tata Motors and the Bajaj Finance Services, to watch out for. So I hope you have found this video helpful. It has helped you understand what is happening in the market. Bank Nifty and Nifty levels are very clear. Tata Motor level is very clear, and Bajaj Finance Services, these four levels are really clear. I have told you about everything that you need to look for. If you found those things are happening in the market on the Tuesday, then you can definitely go short on the market on these stocks and can go long accordingly, as I have told you. And if we were to take an expert advice in the market, the experts are saying in the market that the Nifty 50 index lost 1.6% this week due to turmoil in global equity market and the sharp rise in the COVID-19 cases in India. Investor would like to take a fresh view at the start of the next fiscal year with fresh restriction and faster vaccination, we expect sentiment to remain positive at the start of the new fiscal year. Expect market to remain volatile as Nifty has closed below the 50-day moving average this week. So these are the expert advices for you in the market. They are saying that there we can see a little bit of positivity in the market, and as we are seeing today also, the market was in complete indecision. So the opening on the Tuesday is going to be very important. Otherwise, we have told you the level. Those levels are really important to watch out for. If you see any breakout with a good volume above or below them, you can accordingly go long and short. And Bajaj Finance and Services, I have told you, you can short this stock if the market on an hourly basis opens below or sustain below this dodgy candle, the last candle that's been made by Bajaj Finance Services, and the other level is given on the Tata Motors. A good downtrend Tata Motors is following on the hourly basis. If stocks open gap down or below the resistance with a good volume, then you can definitely again go short on that stock. So thank you so much for watching our video, everyone. Hopefully this video is very useful for all of you. Please do like the video, share this video with your friends and family, and don't forget to subscribe our channel, everyone.